Hello. Today I'm ranking every single gun in Roblox Rivals. First I'll rate the standard weapons and then I'll do the gold weapons or the pay-to-win weapons. First is the assault rifle, which is the default primary. The assault rifle is very good as it has great damage and a decent fire rate, making it one of the best guns in the game. The weapon has great fire rate and good amount of damage. The AR also has a slight damage drop-off, but it still has great DPS, damage per second. Now, we have the bow. The bow has great damage but is sometimes hated for the spam and the broken hitboxes. I will speed up some of these parts to make sure the video is short and entertaining. The bow also has a double jump ability which is great for traversing the map. Due to this gun having many counters, I will put it in A tier. Now, we have the burst rifle. I won't include a clip for this gun. The burst has great damage and shoots in short bursts, which is really good for mobile console players that use aim assist or players with good aim. The fourth weapon is the crossbow. The crossbow requires decent aim to use, but can two-shot players if you hit headshots. Now, the RPG, which used to always one shot, but then it got nerfed into the ground, meaning it's trash now. Next is the shotgun, which is great for people who can quickly rush the enemy and attack. The shotgun has high damage and doesn't require much skill. However, this doesn't mean the shotgun is overpowered, as it can easily be countered by other weapons. Here is the sniper. The sniper may seem bad due to its high price, but the sniper will always one-shot headshot, which is why I put it in S tier. Just watch this clip. The sniper is also the best weapon for trick shots. All these reasons make this a broken weapon for players with good aim. Now we have one of the newer weapons, the daggers. The daggers are very broken due to the massive... Wait, what is that sound?
You know what's crazy is that low birthday is like meme is, dude, it is still massive.
Anyway, the daggers have a massive hitbox and reload almost instantly. The daggers do 20 damage a hit and the headshots do 40 damage. When using the daggers, you throw two at a time, meaning this weapon can be used as a primary if needed. Another feature of the daggers is the double jump, just like the bow. Now we have the spray, which is the newest weapon. This weapon is just like the burst rifle, but it is a secondary and has very low damage. There are many better alternatives to the spray. Now we have the shorty. The shorty can instant kill if you run up to the enemy and instantly use both shots. The shorty is also very good when paired with the freeze ray. Now the best secondary in the game, the revolver. This weapon is very broken due to the insane damage it deals. This is the only secondary in the game to have an ability. Now we have the worst gun in the game, which is also the starting secondary, the handgun. The handgun is a terrible weapon due to the low damage and small hitbox, meaning this weapon is outclassed by every other weapon in the game. Now, we have the flare gun, which is similar to the Molotov but with a much longer lifetime and a higher damage rate. The flare gun also applies burn damage and is a very good weapon for modes like 5v5 on enclosed maps like Big Arena. The flare gun is good, but is easily outclassed by other secondaries and can be countered by sky campers. Now the final secondary, the Uzi. The Uzi was very good but now has lower damage. I haven't used it ever since I returned to the game, so I will put it in the nerfed category. Now we have another one of the newer weapons, the battle axe. The battle axe is a melee weapon similar to the scythe. The weapon is very underrated due to the high damage and short ability cooldown. The battle axe ability is a spin, which allows you to dash forward, but not upward. Next is the chainsaw, which has an ability that can be used to ramp surf or get good mobility. The chainsaw ability has a 180 DPS and the attack does 60 damage, but due to this weapon having a small hitbox, I will put it in mid-tier. Now is the fists. The fists are a very versatile melee due to the double jump ability similarly to the bow and daggers and the fast attack that deals 30 damage. However, there are many other melees that are way better, so I will put the fists in mid-tier. Next, we have the katana. The katana is a very good melee due to the deflect ability which allows you to deflect bullets. This is commonly used to counter hackers and cheaters. The only downside to this weapon is that it cannot deflect certain ammo types, like exogun bullets or fire. Now we have the knife, which is my favorite weapon, so this rating might be a bit biased. The knife is very good due to its backstab ability which can one-shot anyone if you hit them in the back with the ability. Here is a short clip of me using the knife.
Often I'm upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess this avoids the stress of falling out of it. Are you tired of me yet? I'm a little sick right now, but I swear, when I'm ready I will fly us out of here.
Next is the riot shield, one of the most hated weapons in the game. The riot shield makes the user incredibly slow and blocks their vision but absorbs all damage from the front when equipped. When unequipped, it absorbs all damage from the back, making this the only counter to the knife. However, this is still counterable by non-bullet ammo, like the exogun and flamethrower, similarly to the katana. The scythe is the final melee. I will put it in W tier due to the dash ability, making this weapon very good. Now we are on to the utilities, the first one being the flashbang. The flashbang can blind your enemies for a short period of time, leaving them confused, giving you time to escape or attack the enemy. The only downsides to the flashbang is the low ammo, being 2, and the flashbang can also blind the person who throws it. Next is the grenade, which can be very useful for mobility and has high damage if used correctly. I will show a clip of me using it for mobility, combined with bow and daggers.
What's the stress of falling out of it? Are you
Next is the Molotov, which is the best utility in my opinion. It is very similar to the flare gun, but it recharges over time, runs out faster, and has lower damage. Now we have the freeze ray, which is a very mediocre utility due to it only having 1 ammo, but the freeze ray can be really good when combined with shorty or knife. The satchel is very good if used properly. It can be thrown onto a riot shield and all detonated at once to insta-kill an enemy. The satchel is a decent utility and comes with 3 satchels which do 50 damage each. The smoke grenade is one of the worst utility as it doesn't stop auto-fire and aim assist, and players can easily counter smoke grenades with other utilities. Now the final standard weapon, the war horn, which gives you and your team a speed boost for 5 seconds. This weapon is very versatile, but you only get 1 to 2 uses per round. Now we are up to the pay-to-win weapons. Pay-to-win weapon. 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 But wait, while the song was playing I ranked the flamethrower and the energy rifle. I put the flamethrower in W tier due to its good damage and the burn damage. The flamethrower also has a push ability which can send you in the air or send enemies flying. I also put the energy rifle in mid tier, due to it only being good with ricochet hits. Anyway, now that the song is done, we can move on to the pay-to-win weapons. First is the grenade launcher, which doesn't have much damage but is used by professionals and skilled players to move around the map quickly. Next is the minigun, which may seem like the most overpowered and broken weapon to some people, but, when in use, this weapon makes you have little to no speed, making it easy for players to counter you. Sorry for not including clips for these weapons, I'm just tired and lazy right now. Anyway, the paintball gun is like the assault rifle, but with a higher damage and slower shot speed. The only thing that makes the assault rifle better is the fact that the paintball gun headshots don't have increased damage. Now we have the energy pistols, which have infinite ammo and shoot incredibly fast, but it has low damage and is outclassed by many secondaries. Next is the exogun, which many people think is the most broken secondary, but the revolver does more damage and outclasses the exogun. Next is the slingshot, which has bullets that do 7 damage and can bounce off of floors and walls, making this one of the most broken secondaries in the game. Now we have the trowel, which does 50 damage a hit, like the chainsaw. The trowel can build walls but isn't very good. Most of the time when wall glitching, it doesn't register your shots. This weapon isn't that good, but it's very fun for trolling. Now there is the medkit, the second last weapon in the tier list. The medkit is a very versatile utility as you can heal yourself 70 to 80 health on use. Another thing is that if you have no time to heal, you can use the quick heal to heal 30 health in under a second. Thank you to everyone who watched this far. Although this may seem like the last weapon, there is one more that wasn't added at the time I started making this video. Now let's rank the subspace trip mine. It can be very versatile with good placements on good maps as it deals 149 damage to an enemy, leaving them on 1 health. Before I end the video, I will say my ranking on the gunblade, which wasn't in the game when I began making this video. I had to go on a 2-week holiday while making this video and couldn't edit while I was gone. The gun blade allows you to dash when in blade mode and shoot while in gun mode. It has high damage and a very short dash cooldown. However, a lot of the time you need to rely on your secondary to get the kill if you use the gun blade. Before I end, I would kindly ask you to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.